Hello widget watchers, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be building an introduction screen with smooth page indicator in Flutter. This is very common screen that you see in many apps when you first time install them. It's a great way to introduce user to the app and its feature. So let's get started. Okay, so for starting, first let's create a new stateful widget as introduction screen. Okay, then call this screen from the my home. So here add the home property and then add the introduction screen. If you focused on the intro of this video, then you have noticed that first we have an image, then we had a title, then we had a description. So for creating multiple components for the same thing, it's better to create a single component in which we can just pass the data to manage them. So for that, first here create a new stateless widget as intro component. Then inside this, we are going to have title, description, and then image path. Okay, then add all of these fields inside this constructor and mark them as required. Now come inside the build method and from here just simply return a column widget and sets its main axis alignment to center. Then first we need to add the image. Okay, so here add the image asset, then pass the image path and set the image height to 300. Then add a sized box of height 30. Then add a text widget which will print our title. Then for its style, here add the text style widget and set the font size to 24 and font weight to bold. Okay, then again add a sized box of height 20. Then here add a padding widget. Then for its padding, add the symmetric padding for horizontal and value is going to be 20. Okay, then for its child, here add a text widget and then add the description inside it. Then add the text align to center because we want our description to be aligned centered. Then for its style, here add the text style and set the font size to 16 and color to gray 700. Okay, now come inside the introduction screen and from here remove this empty placeholder and here add a scaffold widget and then for its body here add the page view.builder. Now inside this page view.builder here we need to add our views. Okay, so for that first come above here and here create a list of widget named as pages. Now inside this here we will add our pages. So here first add the intro component, then for title here add the welcome and then add the description of it. Now here we need to add the path of our images. So let's add the path for images. So for that first come to the root directory and here create a assets folder, then inside the asset place your images. So here I have placed 4 images inside my assets folder. Now come to the pubspec.yaml file and below here uncomment these lines and here define the path of your assets. In my case it's asset slash, so I have added that. Now come to the main.dart file and here add the image path as assets slash image1.jpg. Okay, now copy the above intro component and add it here 3 more times and then modify the title, description and image path as per your requirement. Okay, then come inside this page view widget and here first add the item count property and for its item count here add the pages.length. Okay, then for item builder here add the context and index and then pass the current index of pages. Okay, now let's test this out, but before that here make sure to add the background color as white because our image is having white background color. Now just save the code and run the application. Now here the app is installed and you can swipe between these images and you can see the images and the title description are swapping as perfectly as we wanted. Now let's add the buttons and the indicator for this. So for adding the indicator here we need to add the smooth page indicator package. So come into the pubspec.yaml file and here add the smooth page indicator. Then tap on this pub get option to get the dependencies. Now come inside the main.dart file and here wrap this page view builder widget inside the stack. Okay, now let's create the few variables for our smooth page indicator. So come above here and here first create a page controller and then initialize it with the page controller. Then here create a new variable as current index and initialize this value as 0 because when user will open the app then the current index will always going to be 0. Okay, then come inside the build function and here first add the controller to this page view builder. Then here add the on page change and here whenever the page changes then we need to update the current index. So here add the set state, then assign the index value to this current index value. Okay, then here after this page view builder here add a position widget and then add the text button and then for its child here add the text as skip and then for on pressed just let it be empty. We will create the function for skipping after few minutes. Then for position, here at the bottom as 20 and left as 20. Okay, then if you save the code, then you can see the skip button is there, but it is too small and not looking very cool. So for that, here change the bottom position to 40, and now it is fine. But let's add the some style to this text. So here add the text style, and then for color add the red color to it, and add the font size of 18 and font weight of W600. Now it is looking fine. Now again add a position widget, and now this time again add a text button, and for on pressed let it be empty as of now. And then for its child, here add a text widget, then inside it here add a check, like if current index is equals to page length -1, like this is the last page when user want to press this button. In that case, rather than showing the next button, we need to show the finish button. So here add the string as Phoenix, and then add the string as next, and we again need the same condition inside the skip button. So copy the skip condition from here, and here add this condition for this position widget. And here, if the current index is equals to the pages length dot -1, in that case user is on the last page, and then we don't want to show the skip button. Okay, so here if this condition is true, in that case show a sized box with shrink property. Okay, and else show the skip button. Okay, now for text style, just copy the above text style and add it the same thing here, just change the color to blue. Then save the code, and this button is not visible on the screen. Okay, so here I forget to add the position. So here at the bottom as 40 and right as 20. Now if you save the code, then you can see the button is properly aligned and it is at the right place. Okay, now we need to add our indicators. So for that, again add a position widget, and for its child here add a center widget, and then for its child here add the smooth page indicator, and then for controller pass the page controller to it, and for its count here add the pages dot length, and then add the position. Here add the left and right as 0, because when left and right is 0, then it will appear on the center. Okay, that's the reason of adding left and right as 0. Then here at the bottom of 40. Now here we need to add the effect. So here add the effect as warm effect, like this will give us the sliding effect, like when user will change from one page to another page, then it will detach from first and attach to second. This is the kind of animation which is provided by the warm effect. Then for here we can add the dot height and dot width property. So here add that, and then here also add the active and inactive color. So here add the dot color as gray and active dot color as the blue. Now save the code. Okay, but still button is not there. I guess we need to restart the app. But before that, let's quickly build the logic for this. So first come over here, and here create a method as skip, and then if user will tap onto the skip button, then we need to redirect it to the home screen or on the last page. Okay, so here let's do how we can navigate him to the last page. So here add the page controller, then animate to page. By using this animate to page, we can navigate the user to a specific page. Okay, so here add the pages length -1. In that case, user will tap onto the skip button, then we will redirect him to the last page. Okay, then for duration, here add the 500 millisecond, and for its animation curve, here add the ease in out. Okay, now here add the on next method, and then here add a check, like if current index is less than page length -1. In that case, we will redirect the user to the next page of these introduction screen. So here add the page controller dot next page, and then for duration, here add the 500 millisecond, and for curve add the same curve. So this will navigate the user to the next page. Then let's say if user is on the last page, in that case user need to see the first screen of the app rather than the introduction screen. So here add the on finish method, and now let's create this on finish method, and inside it just simply add a logic to navigate to the some other screen. So here, rather than creating a whole new stateless or stateful widget for navigation, from here I'm just simply navigating to a new scaffold widget, in which I've had the center widget, and for its child here add the home screen, and for style add the text style and add the font size of 25. now come to the UI, and from this skip button call the skip method, and from this next button call the next method. Okay, now save the code and run the application again, but still our indicator is not there. Okay, so instead of bottom, I have added here top, so let's quickly add the bottom here. Now if you save the code, then you can see our indicators are there, and when I tap onto this next button, then indicators are smoothly navigating to the next indicator. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, then please give it a thumbs up, or you can also comment it down below, like what you like or what you didn't like about this video. And thanks for it. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.